Matt Marino. Number 2, Jeremy Bittner. Number 3, Jeremiah Shepard. Number 4, Brad Rogers. Number 5, Alex Randall. Number 7, TJ Van Petten. Number 6, Jeff Connolly. 8, Frost Salem. 9, Justin Stinger. 20, Preston Lee. 11, Jesse Kelly. 12, Ben Smith. 13, Jay Kennedy. 14, Dan Waite. 15, Brant Hawkins.
And for Occidental, starting out at number 1 is Johnny Nee. 2, Joel Haas. 3, Ian Boehm. 4, Jackson Lewis. 5, John McManaman. 6, Fernando Zapata. 7, Zachary Hunley. 8, Tucker Eason. 9, Leon Siegel. 10, Barnaby Audsley. 11, Joey Unicorn Maloney. 12, Brandon Allo. 13, Javier Avalos. 14, Matthew Max Horton. 15, Mitchell Grumman.
A little correction on the number 2 for Longwood's name. Jimmy Bittner is his name.
Yesterday, you see that number 7 from Longwood chasing down. He's a pretty athletic player and good to get around the field. I liked the play of number 1, Johnny Nee, for Occidental yesterday. He really was a game changer in his aggressive style of play. Occidental has the ball now. They're moving it out. Nice little chip kick by that fullback. He was a nifty runner yesterday. Missed by Longwood. Deep in their territory. Occidental, Longwood maintains possession. Longwood fly half has the ball now. We have a ruck. Number 9 takes it. Nice box kick out of pressure, relieving pressure. Good breakdown by the Longwood winger.
Good pressure exhibited by number 1 for Longwood. Matt Marino on that tackle causing a knock on, and we're going to have a Longwood scrum.
Longwood scrum just inside their territory. This is always they're a little bit smaller than Occidental. It'll be interesting to see how, technique will play a huge part of this championship match.
Technique and skill level, Matt, as we've seen, and what it's come down to is executing the basics and minimizing penalties, and that typically is a determining factor in these high-level games.
Yesterday, the Occidental fullback was a definite factor. There's a playmaker for Longwood. Their inside center was a hard-charging player. He tries to hand it off to Frost Salem, number 8. Ruck form, midfield. Pass out, miss pass. Good pressure by Occidental, missed tackle. Occidental has an opportunity here.
Got advantage there from the referee to Longwood.
He awarded a penalty for offsides against Occidental, actually diving over the ruck. So Longwood lucky to get out of that situation after a bad pass, put them deep in their own territory. Now they have a chance. Occidental let them off the hook, and they've got a chance to relieve some pressure and maintain possession of the ball. Just underway here in Virginia Beach, Virginia. 37 minutes left in the first half. Score is 0-0. Longwood has possession. It's been pretty much feeling each other out at this point, and it'll be Longwood throwing. So Longwood has 6-man line out, plays way off the 5-meter line, has a lot of movement, goes to the second jumper off the top, defense releases, goes for a long pass out wide. Inside center, good offload there, and they get it to the wing. Look at that, gotta love that, a big number 5 out there in support.
That's good continuity exhibited by both the backs and the forwards for Longwood, and that will take them far in this match if they can maintain that kind of impact.
Pick and go, a nice clean ruck there by Longwood. The ball's out to the back line. Little kick over into space. He found the space. The winger for Occidental cleans it up, offloads to the fullback. Fullback kicks it back. They're inside center for Longwood, picks it up. Now the fullback for Longwood attacks the gaps. Good ruck there by the hooker. Pick and go, passes it out. No one's outside. Fly half has no other option but to take it in. Ruck forms midfield, no fly half available. He's got advantage. He's got penalty advantage to Longwood. We have a ruck formed.
That's 2 quick penalties against Occidental early in this match. They've got to keep that penalty count down in order to maintain control of this match, or at least maintain some kind of contending force status in it. So,
yeah, we noticed how penalties played a factor in the previous game between Ithaca and Salve Regina, of which Occidental played and beat Ithaca yesterday, and Longwood played and beat Salve Regina yesterday to make it to this championship match. Longwood now has it in an attacking zone. See what they do with this opportunity.
Got another 6-man line out here. So Longwood, and Occidental comes up with the steal.
Long pass, number 7 is all over it. He's got the opportunity, and it's out of the back.
Struggle up there for Occidental. That number 7 for Longwood, and that's TJ Van Petten, was very much on that ball.
Since the ball was made dead, out of the back of the try zone, he's going to talk it over with his assistant referee. They're going to determine who kicked it out, who was responsible for making the ball dead. If it was Occidental, it'll be a scrum to them. If it was Longwood, it will be a scrum to Occidental. If it was Occidental, it'll be a scrum to Longwood, and that's the case here. Huge opportunity here early in the game for Longwood to take advantage of this 5-meter scrum.
Now, Matt, when I'm in the scrum and we're in this area of the field and we have possession, this is where we as a New York team have historically called it a Bambi. And this is where we envision a poor little deer in the try zone, and we're a car, and we're just driving, and we're just trying to take Bambi out. And it's a horrible analogy, but you get the point. This is all about all out driving this scrum in and scoring. It's pride.
So it was cleanly won. You get it out to the back line. Fly half tries to take it himself. He breaks the game line. He's about 2 meters away from the try zone. Ruck formed. They're doing their best to hold that ball on their side. Scrum half digging it out. He's got advantage, a penalty advantage to Longwood. Try scored. Longwood University starts out the game with a big try by their fly half.
That's fly half, wearing the number 20 jersey, Preston Leap.
I believe he's their captain as well. He's a good, strong player. All of these players are good players. Just put themselves in a little bit of hole, Occidental did with the penalties. So that brings the score with 32 minutes remaining. Longwood University 5 points. Occidental College 0. So for the 2-point conversion, they line it up and it's pretty much dead center posts. Nice stroke, nice kick, and it's good. 7-0. Longwood University leads early in this game.
Kick converted by number 13, Jay Kennedy.
I'd like to thank World Rugby Shop. Excuse me, are you looking for a rugby jersey to support your favorite team? Need new playing gear for the season? Then make sure to check out worldrugbyshop.com for all your rugby needs. World Rugby Shop is a proud sponsor of the NSCRO Championships. Occidental College to restart and kick it to Longwood. Longwood has a very exploded receiving formation, and it's a deep kick, puts a little pressure on him down there. The winger takes it. He's going to attack the Occidental forwards. Good clean win there by Longwood. Kick ahead. Good cover from Occidental's wing. Good move cutting back in. Shakes off one tackler, takes 4 to bring him down. Ruck formed.
Manages to keep his feet, Matt, until his support can get there, and we know that's a very crucial point in this tournament series.
Scrum half does well to keep that ball alive, and a lot of pressure there. Occidental has opportunity on this side of the field. Ball's recycling back.
It's going to put us in a slow ball situation where we have forwards basically taking the ball off base of the ruck.
And they have that defensive line moving backwards. Occidental has control. Looking at all options, they have an injured player on the field. Number 9 decides to take it himself. He gets bottled up pretty quickly. Ruck formed. Number 1 pulls it out. 10 has the attack. Good attack by the Longwood defense. Putting Occidental under a lot of pressure, but good on them to maintain the possession. He's got penalty advantage for that player coming in from the offside position. I believe it was their fly half. Occidental's taking advantage, trying to gain the territory. He's got touch called. He's going to bring it back. No advantage gained. Penalty to Occidental.
I want to recognize number 1 for Occidental. Is it Johnny Nee? Yes. For just coming out of one ruck and making himself available for the next, winning that ball.
He was doing that all day yesterday. I was really impressed with the way he played yesterday. Occidental chooses to go for points. Number 15, Mitchell Grumman, lining up the kick for 3 points. Longwood crowd making some noise down there. He's trying to bend it in there. Short.
So Longwood places the ball down into the try zone, and they'll take a 22.
Longwood did not, the fly half was able to get his feet in the try zone, so he did not bring that ball back in. It was kicked in by Occidental. So Longwood has a 22-meter dropout to restart the game. Blocked by Occidental, picked up, hard charging, offloads, good tackle by Longwood. He's got a good ruck forming, a counter ruck, and a steal. See if they can do anything with this stolen ball. They pass it down the line. They've got a little bit of space one-on-one, and a good tackle, one-on-one tackle made out there. Stolen by Occidental, kicked back into Longwood's zone. Fullback has all day to make a decision, chooses to clear it, and makes touch. Occidental still able to have possession and in the attacking zone. It's about 75 degrees here. The field is field turf, so it has those rubber pellets which hold the heat pretty good, so it's hot down there. The wind is negligible, and Occidental wins their lineup. Ruck formed. Ball's out, and errant pass from the scrum half. Kick it forward by the fullback for Occidental.
Allows that Occidental defense to come up in alignment.
That was great defensive alignment by that Occidental side. They had 4 on the outside, funneled it back to the forwards, and the forwards cleaned it up. Longwood maintains possession, gets it to the man outside. Nice little loop play. Kick over, found a little bit of space. Counter opportunity here for Occidental. He's in trouble, he's in trouble. He's got out of it. Yeah. Nice stiff arm. Number 4 from Longwood reaches over and gets the stop. Opportunity here for Occidental on the outside. They've got some speed. Big hit there, big collision. Occidental maintains possession. We have a ruck.
Great support there by number 4 for Occidental to maintain possession.
Look at this kick. Here's a great try at this winger getting down on it. Oh, he didn't break down. He got through. A little duck play. Good move back inside. Good running. Nifty running by the fullback for Longwood. Number 1 picks it up. They've got space outside. Good offload pass. There's that number 4 or 5 again, working hard to get in support. Occidental gets the errant pass. Now the Longwood defense is in trouble. Not a lot of numbers out here, though, for Occidental.
And all of these 50-50 passes, Matt, will cost you.
And there's the win
here. Occidental is going to pay for that with a try by number 14, Dan Waite, Longwood University.
Well, Occidental got the quick turnover, did what you're supposed to do, got it away from danger, if you will, while all the forwards and everything were lingering around, made the 2 passes, unable to connect on the final pass. Good tackle by Longwood, jarred the ball loose, and a headsy play by the Longwood winger to pick up the loose ball and take it about 25 meters for a score.
Precision and execution of the basics. All comes down to that, and that's what we've seen, you know, in all 3 matches that we've seen this weekend is just basic execution, ball handling, and passing. Those are critical.
So that brings the score 12-0 with 25 minutes remaining. The referee has the official time. We'll be calling the time on the clock. Longwood is seemingly in control at this point. No reason to panic for Occidental. There's plenty of time left. They just need to settle from these early game championship jitters.
Beautiful kick, Matt.
Beautiful kick. And he drills it from the sideline, basically.
That tries converted by number 13, Jay Kennedy, with the boot.
Jay Kennedy slotted that one right in there. It was a great kick. The wind is negligible here today. It's 14-0. Occidental moves it up. Assistant referee David Chapman talking with the referee Steve Myers.
Start your summer off right at the USA Sevens Collegiate Rugby Championship in Philadelphia on June 4th and 5th. Come watch 16 of the top collegiate men's and 8 of the top collegiate women's rugby teams in the country battling in a 2-day tournament for the USA Sevens CRC Cup. The CRC will include a 2-day Philly-style block party featuring rugby clinics, rugby legends, food, a beer garden, and a battle of the bands that will be headlined by the Dropkick Murphys. For more information, go to USA7crc.com or call 1-888-RUGBY-7s.
So, Occidental had to kick. Longwood made a nice little break from their number 7 and knocked it on in contact. So the scrum will go to Occidental just in their attacking zone, just past midfield. Backline alignment is deep for Occidental. The winger is up. The defensive winger is up. It's an 8-man pick by Occidental. Now it gets out to the backs. Should be some gaps out here. Good effort. Can he make that last pass? Bodies flying everywhere. Everybody is aggressive after that ball. It's good tackle. Nice steal. Kick ahead. Stays inbound. The fullback for Longwood takes it up. Defense is there. Good tackling. Lost forward in contact.
That was a brilliant kick there by the Longwood back just to relieve that pressure. Things were getting out of hand, getting a little crazy, and so he bought his team a little bit of time to align defensively and to restructure themselves.
We have a knock forward by Gold or Longwood, scrum to Occidental. See what Occidental does here. This is, in my opinion, a conservative area of the field. I know, Phaedra, there is no such thing as a conservative area for you.
As a flanker, Matt, you just play.
Good, well-won ball. Given back. It's got to stay in, and it does. The winger for Longwood has it. He takes it on the attack. Good move, good defense. Pretty good ruck. Referee managing the game. Rather than blowing a whistle, he's talking to the players, letting them know what he's expecting and want. Ball's back in 15's hands. Kick to the middle of the field. Teeth of the fly half for Longwood now has it. He's got advantage because that player never retreated for Occidental, so it'll be offside call coming up against Occidental. Free play here for Longwood. Ball's out to the flat back line. Number 1 takes it up. Good aggressive run. Offloads to the inside center. Tackle made. Not sure if he still has advantage on or not, but there's a gap. Number 7 takes the gap. They're inside the 22-meter line now, ready to attack. And it's a chip kick over, and the advantage is over. 14 takes it, and he gets an aggressive hit by Longwood. Maintains possession. Oh, just stolen.
And there's Johnny Nee out there.
And a
but it's not enough. Not enough to stop the Longwood back line as they put another one down.
Try by number 12 for Longwood. They're inside center. He had a great game yesterday.
Yeah, that number 12, Ben Smith, smelled the try line and he got to it.
There's no denying him on that one. Occidental needs to keep on working. This game is long time left. Longwood is pretty wide open, though. They're really slinging that ball around, using the entire 72 meters of this pitch.
They are, and they're taking advantage of the lack of organization with the Occidental back line forward, actually the entire defensive back line on this transition ball, and that's a point of contention there for most teams in transition from defense to offense or offense to defense.
So Occidental got here, as I said, by defeating Ithaca yesterday. And they did that with, you know, I think we said they starved a possession from Ithaca. And then Ithaca made 2 mistakes that Occidental completely took advantage of. And that conversion is missed on that one, so that brings the score 19-0. Longwood is just playing wide open. They've got forwards in the back line. They've got big guys running against small guys and small guys running against big guys, and that's what you like to see.
Mismatches all day, Matt. Mismatches all day. It's music to the ears of whether you're back in the open space against a forward or you're forward in close quarters against a back.
Occidental fans are getting behind their team right now, giving them good cheers down there. Long, deep kickoff taken by number 7. Good athletic player. Had a play very similar to that went for a try yesterday. Maintains possession. No offsides called. An errant pass there. They're attacking. Occidental's defense is really coming up hard now. There's the first mistake by Longwood. He's got advantage, and it is a scrum off the knock-on to Occidental.
Glendale, Colorado is Rugby Town, USA, and home to Infinity Park, the first municipally owned rugby-specific stadium in the U.S. Infinity Park is more than just a rugby stadium in Glendale. It's a facility that has completely revitalized an entire community in numerous ways. Opened in September 2007, Infinity Park hosts local, national, and international match play. A world-class facility built for a popular international sport, Infinity Park has awakened an ever-growing fervor in Glendale that has generated a new sense of community, and it's transformed Glendale into a tourist attraction and a boom for local businesses. To learn more about Infinity Park or Rugby Town USA, visit infinitypark@glendale.com.
So in this series, the referee had some advantage, a penalty advantage, from offsides on Longwood's scrum half. So the ball will come back. There is no advantage gained by either territory or tactical advantage. So it's Occidental penalty. Oh, unbinding early by one of the flankers or the 8-man. Longwood's penalized for that, and Occidental has an opportunity.
So being down 19 points in this first half, Matt, I mean, what do you think? What do you think are the chances of Occidental closing this gap?
I think the chances are great. I mean, they know they can win at this level. They did it yesterday. They've ran through their league. They've been through these type of 2-day tournaments before. They're going to go for points here, try to get something on the board, get some positives going. And, I mean, there's so much time left. They've been able to, when they've had possession, maintain possession and move down the field. I think they have a great opportunity. They missed that kick, and now it'll be a 22-meter drop to Longwood. On the flip side, Longwood doesn't look like they're going to slow down one bit.
No, they don't, Matt. And as I guess in the first match we saw today, you know, Ithaca waged a comeback late in the first half and continued to pound away in the second half. You know, who knows? Who knows where this game's going to end up?
On a speed team like this, which Longwood is trying to run this fast game, the importance of one man, one tackle is huge. You can't be committing 2, 3, 4 people to one tackle. Like there, those, I would say those Occidental guys, now they're, oh, he's got him for not releasing. Got Longwood for not releasing. Play aggressive, good things are gonna happen.
Right, and you said it best. One-on-one tackles is going to prevent overloads, and at this level, teams see that. Players are smart, they're aware, they're well coached. And in any sight of an overload, they're going to take advantage of that.
You can give up the yardage for a one-on-one tackle. And they failed to make touch there. Lucky to get that back. They're one of their better players. The fullback has the ball. He's a dynamic player, I should say. They're all good players. Puts Longwood deep. See if Longwood chooses to go quickly, and they do not. So it'll be Longwood ball inside their territory, inside their danger zone. Occidental, good to put them deep, see what they can do, maybe get a turnover here and get some offense generated.
Are you looking for a rugby jersey to support your favorite team?
Goes to the second jumper. It's an errant throw by the hooker. Occidental's number 7, good charge, hard-charging flanker, takes the ball up. They set up a good base for the scrum half to deliver a perfect ball. Ball's out to the centers. They're going to try and spin it. Got a little slide defense they're working against. They break the slide. He's got the corner. Decides to cut back in, set up a ruck. Ruck form. Occidental still has control of the ball. Their fullback has it. Longwood good to cover in defense. You can see their rest of their team filling in the line. They're in control. We have a nice platform. The wind's picked up just a bit. Ooh, big run by that prop forward. Slow ball. See what happens here. The pick and go. They're in control right now. Occidental is. They're going to try another pick and go, and they're in.
Yes, they are, Matt, and that's just good patience exhibited by the Occidental forward pack.
That was a great team try, another great team try. They realized slow ball, very well coached. Their coach is Jeremy Castro, and I can tell by looking at him he's probably a forward, and he's got those forwards moving forward.
Can't imagine what would make you say that, Matt.
All you people back in California know what I'm talking about. So he used his strength. I mean, one of his strengths is Johnny Nee. He's a good, hard, aggressive runner. They had slow ball. They took advantage of the smaller forwards that Longwood has and just barreled over. It was a great team try.
It's a beautiful thing to have smaller mobile forwards, but it's also a beautiful thing to have bigger mobile forwards, especially when you're in your green zone and you're pounding up the back of those opponents.
So the kick is missed by Occidental, but that's almost secondary. Getting on the board was the most important thing, I think, for them. We have 13 minutes on the scoreboard. The score is 19 points to Longwood, 5 to Occidental.
I know these players are enjoying this nice little breeze that's coming through. The sun went down, or the sun is covered by a cloud for a second. Gives them a little bit of coolness. Catch their breath and restart this thing fresh.
So Longwood fly half, set to kick, restart the game with a kickoff. They go deep as well. 6 for Occidental, takes the ball, squares it up, sets up a ruck. Platform set for the scrum half. Counter ruck attempted by Longwood. Ball's out inside their 22. Kick for clearance, relieved the pressure, and it went directly out, which is just fine behind the 22. Line out Longwood.
RugbyMag.com is your online destination for all the breaking news from every division in college rugby, the Super League, USA National 7s team, USA National 15s team, and everything else going on in American rugby from high school to the pros. Check out our new Premier section for exclusive interviews, opinions, and expertise. Go to RugbyMag.com for all the breaking news, to sign up for Rugby Mag Premier, and also to subscribe to Rugby Magazine, America's only magazine on the game that we love.
So Longwood won their line out and was able to attack the Occidental defensive line. The fly half for Longwood took it up, got into contact, and the ball was stripped from him by Occidental players. Occidental has slow ball now, so they're going to decide to work their forwards a little bit. It's got a penalty against Longwood for leaving their feet in the ruck. Occidental was good to contain that offensive threat there by the fly half from Longwood. Stripped it right out of his hand after a big hit and worked hard and got the penalty. Referee warns the Longwood players to keep their feet in contact. He made touch. The fullback for Occidental kicks for touch. Occidental keeps possession of the ball because it was a penalty. And guess who's one of the first ones there? Johnny Nee.
Johnny Nee. That name has been said many, many times for many good reasons this weekend.
We got everybody in the line out. They go to the front pod. They get it off the top. Pressure by Longwood. He's got a penalty against. He's gonna hold the play up. He's got a penalty going against Longwood. I'm presuming Longwood's number 8 for dangerous play. He just told them that we play with our hands. We're not playing soccer. If the ball's available, go with it for your hands. Don't try to kick it. And a penalty was for dangerous play by number 8 for Longwood. Touch was made by the Occidental kicker, and now we have a line out to Occidental.
These lineouts have been hotly contested all weekend, Matt.
Yeah, and the Longwood fans are making it a little bit difficult for the Occidental people to hear the calls. Occidental players. Going to the front jumper again. They get it clean. Ball's out to the back line of Occidental. Fly half decides to take it in himself. Offloads to a hard-charging center. Not sure that ball is in Occidental's arena. He's able to kick it forward. The scrum half is pursuing. Winger with a nifty little move. Squares it up when he has to, and a ruck formed. Referee's talking to him. Looks like Occidental maintains possession. Nope. Pops out on their side. It's got advantage to Occidental on the knock-on by number 5 for Longwood.
Yeah, and great recovery there for Longwood. I'm sorry, for Occidental.
They've got the opportunity here. There's a lot of space out there. Can their winger get to it? It wasn't fielded. Great tackle.
Excellent tackle.
It was brought in by Longwood, grounded by Longwood. It was a good heads-up play by both wingers. The Longwood winger, or fullback, knew he had no support. That was their fullback. Knew he had no support, knew that anything less than grounding the ball would have been trouble. So he grounded it.
Just competition just doesn't get better than that. He had an excellent tackle, but then a heads-up play by the Longwood wing.
So it looks like that fullback's coming off. Not sure what's happening. Maybe a contact lens or something. Rubber pellets get everywhere. Little hold in the action. And while we have a stop, I'd like to recognize another one of our sponsors. How about the city of Virginia Beach? Coast into Virginia Beach this spring. The bright Virginia Beach sun has warmed up the sand in anticipation of yet another amazing beach season. We're gearing up for a fantastic spring, chock full of exciting events, activities, and adventures waiting to unfold. Virginia Beach abounds with outdoor activities to get your vacation juices flowing, fresh coastal cuisine to tickle your taste buds, and 3 miles of gorgeous boardwalk full of beautiful ocean views, eclectic shops, and unforgettable entertainment. Help us welcome the warm weather in style by living the life on the shores of Virginia Beach this spring. Visit www.visitvirginiabeach.com for information and exciting travel packages. So it looks like number 15 has come off.
Yeah, that's Brant Hawkins has come off, but I'm not sure if he's going to stay off. He may just be trying to locate another contact lens. So the Longwood's going to play short a man, because if he does come off the field and a substitution goes back in for him, he cannot return to the game.
8-man pick by Occidental, 5 meters out. They move the pile forward. Got a platform set, nice ruck formed.
To learn more about Infinity Park or Rugby USA.
Looks like they're in, and they're in. Occidental with another try. Looks like Johnny Nee scored that one.
And Johnny Nee is, by all means, very excited about scoring that try. Very, very well-deserved try there for him.
2 different styles again. We have Longwood University trying to spread the field and run, while Occidental tries to keep it in tight. I mean, they still use their backs, and they still attack effectively with their backs, but it looks like they're geared towards a forward attack style. 2 different styles, both of them successful. We'll see who has the medal, really, to make it through to the end. That cuts the score right now on the scoreboard. Before the conversion attempt, it is 19 points to Longwood, 12 points to Occidental. 7 minutes and 3 seconds on the clock on the scoreboard. The referee has the official time on the field. And the conversion was successful. So that brings it to 19 to 12. They're 1 try behind. So Longwood brings up the team for a restart. It looks like the number 15 is back on the field. Wiping the sweat off his brow, clearing his contacts or whatever it was. Longwood now, not shell-shocked, ready to go. Goes for a deep kick. Fielded well by number 4 from Occidental. Platform set. Play called made. Cleared by Occidental to the middle of the field. Longwood fullback has the opportunity. Tries the spin move, gets bottled up. Support a little bit slow getting there. He's got advantage, penalty advantage to Longwood. Fly half takes it into contact. Offloads in contact to the flanker. Flanker's in, he's got advantage gold. He's coming back to the penalty.
And Longwood's going to elect for a kick out and a line out. This is a time in the game where Longwood, you know, has good field positioning, should be very patient, may want to consider a maul off of this line out just to gain better field positioning and set the backs up for an attack.
Good movement. Longwood's one of the few teams here this weekend that have gone to the second jumper consistently. So there's that speed game again. Get it outside. You see their forwards recycling around, hoping to win that ruck with 2 or 3 men instead of 4 or 5. The ball's out to Longwood. The flanker makes a questionable pass. Now it's under pressure. He's got advantage to Occidental for a scrum, for a knock-on by the scrum half from Longwood. Occidental has possession. They work well. They've got it up. Nifty run in there.
He runs back. That back runs right back into his forwards for support. Smart play.
Referee said that ball was out. Now Longwood has the opportunity on the attack. Their athletic center gets in for the try.
That's his second try for the day. That's number 12. Ben Smith with the second try for that young man today. And that was just excellent footwork on his part. He got tackled, he stumbled up, he kept his feet, he dove in for his second try.
You know, we talked about that earlier, Phaedra, about that transition from defense to offense. And when you're on offense and that ball gets turned over to the other team, you put yourself under a huge amount of pressure because your whole back line is set up rather deep. The defensive line that is now offense has a swift attack, and you're just adjusting. And when you're 10 meters out, it's hard to stop.
And I got to tell you, Matt, that comes down to recognition of the person that's closest to that ball side on offense when it turns over. You got to be watching. You got to be communicating to your outside backs, turnover, whatever your call is, to communicate that out so that everyone can come up and align. Transition from offense to defense is many times the biggest challenge for teams, and we've seen that as the case here with this Occidental team.
So the conversion is successful by Longwood, and that brings the score to 26 points for Longwood, 12 points to Occidental.
Are you looking for a rugby jersey to support your favorite team? You need new playing gear for the season? Then make sure to check out WorldRugbyShop.com for all your rugby needs. World Rugby Shop is a proud sponsor of the Inscro Championships.
Restart taken by Occidental, fielded by Longwood, taken up by their excellent flanker number 7, counter ruck, and stolen by Occidental. Here's one of those transitions. Who's going to transition better? It looks like Longwood's able to get their defense set. Hands out. Get it to their fullback, one of their playmakers. He attacks the center of the field, tries a little chip kick, unsuccessful, was blocked. Now they're just passing around right now. They've got
an overload. They've definitely got an overload, and they got the big man, number 3 for Longwood, who does a nice pitch out to number 11.
See if they go back to this pick and go game. They've been successful thus far. There's one. Platform set for the scrum half. He gives it off to the blind side to the big man running down the side. That's Ian Bowen.
Matt, he's large and in charge when he gets down into this green zone for Occidental.
Yeah, and he had a good, he's fit. He was a big man, but he's fit. He just made a break, and then he was able to get in position and attack on the blind side. He says the ball wasn't available, not coming out, so he's going to award the scrum to an attacking team, which was Occidental.
Now, if I were Occidental here, I would really talk to my forward pack as a captain or as the forwards leader, pull them together and try to drive this thing in, Matt.
I agree. I mean, you got 5 meters. You're the bigger pack. Get tight. Get your communication down. Get that count down or whatever your cadence is for tightening up and driving, and get this drive on. You've got a good enough forward pack to do it. You've demonstrated it all weekend.
I tell you, this Longwood pack's not giving up, and they're not going to make it easy for Occidental to put it in.
Had him moving backwards for a second there. Now it's moving. Ian got stood up, but they're still going to go for it. Number 9 has it, gets it out to 10. He's under a great deal of pressure. And Longwood takes advantage of mishandling.
That's Ben Smith, number 12. He picks that ball up for Longwood, who's been an outstanding player all weekend.
Penalty against Occidental for diving over the rock. Quick tap taken and kicked forward by the number 9 for Longwood, and no one's back to cover for Occidental. Pressure, missed tackle, counterattack. Got the speed. He's got the speed on the outside. Good tackle, good tackle. Ruck and the counter ruck. He was isolated, and they were good to get that back. Occidental has a player down. He's getting up slowly. They're in control of the ruck. Scrum half has it, chooses for a box kick over the top. Goes directly out.
It's a great effort by number 14 for Occidental. However, he didn't have the numbers of support players he needed to win that ruck, and Longwood just came in and drove right over those 2 players.
There comes a point back to that scrum where they had it 5 meters out. There comes a point where you're either going to do it or you're not. And you got to make that decision. You can't let it hold him there long. You know, you have great forwards all over this field, but if you leave him in that position for too long, it's just too hard. You got to make that decision at number 9 to get that ball out.
Yeah, man, and I think that the forwards, the front row, they popped up on both ends, and you got to stay low in those positions. Stay low, drive through. That's when you stay low and you lock in that core. Comes down to heart.
Call was made by the fly half, and he kicks it down. It's covered by Longwood's winger, who loses it forward in the tackle. He's got advantage to Occidental. Occidental fortunate to get that ball back.
Yes, they are, Matt.
So here we are. We got 0 on the clock on the scoreboard. Referee has the official time. It's 26-12. Longwood in the lead right now. Halftime coming up any minute.
And I tell you, those Longwood fans down there are hyping everything up. They brought a large number of folks to support their team.
So the scrum is won, covered well by Longwood. The Occidental back line has their attack on. They've got space outside if they can get it to them. They get it out there. Good covering defense by Longwood. Ruck formed. Looks like Longwood stole the ball.
Yep, that was number 12 again, Ben Smith with the turnover.
Gets the advantage. Penalty advantage to Longwood. He called number 9 Black for coming in from the side, and he's going to add 10 more.
I assume that's for a little bit of talk to the ref.
He's had enough of it. He's going to talk to somebody. So the referee added 10 meters to the coming in from the side on number 9 Black. Added 10 meters for the conversation following. And now they choose to do a high up and under.
And I think this player called for mark.
The referee made a mistake there. The player probably did call for mark, but you got to finish the catch. Referee anticipated the catch, blew it up, and he's given the free kick to Occidental.
And I think Occidental's just trying to get this ball out of play so that this half will end, and that's what they've done.
And that's halftime. It's an interesting half. I really enjoy watching these 2 different styles of play. They're by no means is Occidental out of this game. They've got the horses and they've got the players to get right back into this thing.
And they had quite a bit of momentum most of this half. I mean, they turned it on, you know, after a couple of tries were scored against them. And so we're by no means, like you said, by no means done with this game.
And Longwood's doing well, too. It's not a frenetic style of play. It's just open. And in my opinion, there's a huge difference between frenetic and panicky and open and controlled. And I think they're running their offense well. So we're going to take a little break now. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. And we'll see you in about 10 minutes.
This June, the world's toughest sport is coming. To America's toughest city.
Cool heads, play our game, we got this. Right now, guys, right away. The stars are alive, be proud. Let's go, baby. 1, 2, 3, go, Bucks!
The Rugby Sevens Collegiate Championship comes to Philadelphia.